The other thing which you kind of little bit mentioned about CRM moving on cloud, but I have always heard your views about cloud and how Foresters have adopted to the strategy on while when you're doing this transformation, how you have moved to cloud. Can you talk about that? Like what has been the principles and how you have been executing them?
Yeah, so I think my perspective in general is more sort of practical and considering economics, significantly when I make or promote these types of technology decisions. So I think over the last decade, from a cloud standpoint, we have looked at moving existing workloads and existing systems to the cloud almost in every situation. But the cost benefit analysis has never, turned out to be favorable. Mm-hmm. So our strategy is really it's hybrid cloud. So what we've done is we've moved, we've already moved, based on a relationship with CGI. Our infrastructure is already in sort of outsourced, data centers, that are sophisticated with good sort of cost management, etc. So that happened many years ago. So, sometimes, these cloud migrations make sense for big companies who are running their own data centers, so they can get out of the data center business. I don't have that problem because I use, the CGI data centers. Secondly, we modernized our entire sort of data center and server environment by moving to hyperconverged infrastructure maybe 5-6 years ago. And that helped us, manage costs significantly and also create a sort of private cloud type infrastructure within data centers that we control, through CGI. Yeah. And so first, I took some cost out by going into CGI's data centers. Then while in CGI's data centers, I upgraded and modernized the infrastructure to go on hyperconverged. That took more cost out. So in that environment, whenever I compared, my existing costs on infrastructure, on hyperconverged, on CGI, or in CGI data centers, the cloud option always turned out to be more expensive. And then, we all know what happens, 2-3 years after you move to the cloud, and Microsoft, Amazon, really start managing the unit rates that they charge you. It turns out to be even less favorable at that time. So now we are actually so that was sort of how we tackled it initially. And then as we've modernized all our core systems and our applications, whenever we move to a SaaS solution offered by a vendor, we obviously automatically are in that cloud, infrastructure that the vendor operates in. So we've done that with our recent CRM, on Azure with Dynamics, contact center, etc. So it's sort of a hybrid cloud approach. But now we are actually more intentionally, with the advancement in technology. We are actually now seeing that in some cases we can actually make the business case work in moving existing workloads to the public cloud, and give us good sort of cost benefit as well as ability to get the other sort of intangible or non-financial benefits of moving to the cloud.
The elasticity and others.